There's certain situations that when you encounter them in your life, you realize they're the wrong choice, and you know, no, that's I can't keep going on this path. Other people seem to be fine with it, but I can't keep going on this path. But I've gone down the path enough to understand that it's not for me. And then there's another path, and that path may absolutely be where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to do it with, on, and you're headed down that path. And along the way, it gets hard. Along the way, you know you're still on the right path, but you're encountering some serious difficulties, some very steep terrain, some tricky ledges to navigate. You know you still want to climb this mountain, but it's looking like it might have been foolish, or it's looking like it's going to be harder than you thought it was, or it's looking like you're dealing with some real life stuff. Maybe one of your climbing companions fell off the rock and died. I mean, enjoyable activities can turn to shit quickly. So that might be the path you're on, but you have to push through. You know, or maybe the group decides to go back. You're not going to climb the mountain. You're going to take your hurt friend back to the hospital or whatever. Either way, the path turns out to be harder. Maybe you're carrying another person down the mountain. That's harder than climbing up the mountain without carrying anything, right? So there are all these nuances and combinations of really difficult, really challenging stuff. And then there's the whole other path where you know there's no turning back. There never has been a turning back. There never will be a turning back. You will carve the Grand Canyon with a spoon if you have to. And you will die trying, and you'll enjoy that death. Right? That's a whole other level. I know for me, music is that one. There are days when I think farming is that one, where it's like, no, this has been written on my chart in the stars. I'm going to do this. I am doing it. I'm going to master the things that I am in need of learning, and I will do it. I'll get it done. Other days, I feel like, guys, let's just turn around before anybody else gets hurt. All right? Can we stop the death, please? Can we stop the death? So one of my favorite sheep, one of my first 3 sheep, Mocha, was dead today. So lost 5 of the rental sheep, and I lost one of mine. And 2 weeks ago I lost Lammy. And the week after Lammy passed, Ronnie Spotted Butt was gone. It's just a lot of death. And at the same time, I'm going to send some of my favorite sheep to the butcher. These rams are healthy. They never got sick. They were up in a different area, an area where Joel Howie sprayed neem oil, an area that was much drier last year. Still crawling with snails this spring, but they were there in the summer. They were there in the dry period. So there are some really hard lessons being won here, so I don't want to give up. And each death bums me out less and less. Each death I'm more and more fatalistic, like, oh, we will figure it out. Haven't figured it out yet. I want a sheep death to be very unusual. Like nobody died my first 2 years. So between snails, where the good hay is, and low nutrition where the sand is, like, we're in our collegiate time here as shepherds, as a shepherd. Anyway, Mark Shepherd, the solar shepherd, under a solar panel. And there's Spike. Say hello to the folks at home, Spike. And there's Luna. Say home to the folks. Say it home to the folks at. Say hi to the folks at home. Say hi to the folks at home. That's it for this one. Boom.